Blessed and praised, glorified, exalted, and extolled be the name of the Supreme King of Kings, the Holy One. Blessed be He, for He is the first and He is the last, and there is no God besides Him. Strive up towards Him who guides the world through desolate places by His name, Yah, and exalt before His countenance. His name is exalted far beyond all blessings and praise. Blessed be the name of the Holy King of the universe, Yahuwah Zebaoth. Hallelujah.
Where there is peace, there is love. Where there is peace, ooh, you know there is love. All things come from Yahweh. All things come from Yah. Where there is peace, there is love. Where there is peace, there is love. All things Kadosh la Yahovah, Baruch Hashem, Shel Yahovah, Baruch Hashem, Shel Yahovah, Makom Shalom, Et Ahava. Shalom, in a house of peace, in a house of love, you know where they come from. From Yahovah, oh, Yahovah.
Shalom, shalom, family. Shalom, shalom. And welcome once again to Shabbat Night Talk. My name is Uziel Lewy. I'm one of the teachers at Congregation BINAH, CHOKMAH, BINAH, located in Brooklyn, New York. As you can see, I need a new microphone here. Pop filter keeps falling out. 382 Hamilton Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. In the Red Hook section of Brooklyn. Thanking the Creator of heaven and earth for our lives, food, clothing, and shelter, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Thanking the Creator for this holy Shabbat day, and thanking the Creator for all of your lives. And I'm thankful to the Most High for all things and everything. How y'all feeling out there? I'm hoping that everyone had a good week, had a great week. Excuse me. I know that we, most of us in the community had some very sad news out of our brothers and out from the house of Israel in Cincinnati, Ohio. Found out this past Yom Rishon, or this last Sunday, that our sister Hilakiyah passed away. So our deepest condolences to everyone out there in Cincinnati. But before I do that, I'd be remiss if I didn't give glory to the Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Excuse me. First and foremost, all praises is due unto him and him alone. And I give glory to his high and holy name. We almost say hallelujah. And give glory to this Most High King. Richie Hernandez, Shabbat Shalom, desde Veracruz, México. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está, hermano? Que Dios lo bendiga y que le dé una noche de paz y un día de paz en este Shabbat Day. Que Dios lo bendiga, Richie Hernandez. Yes, so our sister Hilakiyah passed away, and we give glory to the Most High for allowing all of us to know her, the type of person that she was. The type of person that she was. Every time I met her, she always had a smile on her face, greeted me with a big smile, and there was always a blessing. And you know, she was a singer with the group VOZ. I don't know if my sister Lena's out there listening at this moment, but yeah, she was a beautiful person through and through, and she'll be thoroughly missed all around Israel because of the person that she was and how how people looked at her. Oh, mi español es muy bueno porque nací en Centroamérica, en Panamá. Por eso, es muy bueno ahora, pero si extendo la conversación se pone un poco, es un poco más difícil, pero bueno, pues, hago la batalla con el español. Que Dios lo bendiga. So, yes, our sister, she passed away, and like I said, every time I ran across her, she was always pleasant. She was always just happy. And, the Most High gives and he takes away. Blessed be his name. And I'm thankful that I got to know a person like our sister Mora Hilakiyah, who was also a teacher, servant of the Most High God. And she was young. You never expect this type of news to, and every time you hear it, it's shocking, but we know that at any given time, the Most High God could call us. So I'm just thankful to the Most High God. I send my deepest condolences to her family and to her extended family at the HOI, the House of Israel in Cincinnati, Ohio, and to all of the congregations that branched off from HOI or that are part of the HOI that will dearly miss the sister. May the Most High God be with you all in the time of your loss. I'm not sure if there's anyone out there that might want to call in and talk about it a little bit, to let the people know about our sister. I know that I was sent all the information about the funeral arrangements. I know it's next week Friday in Cincinnati, Ohio. For those of you that would like to attend or would like to travel, next Friday in Cincinnati, Ohio. She will be laid to rest, and it's tough. It's tough to hear news like that. Anytime it's just tough. It's tough. I don't know, what words to say. Is you could just try to comfort, but it's a tough situation. But we do find comfort in that the Most High God, he judges everything, and she was a servant of the Most High, and she would have understood that, just like any one of us would understand that. And, that's all I could say on that. I just want to read this quick little passage that reads Isaiah chapter 57, verse 1. It reads, "The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart, and godly men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. He entereth into peace, they rest in their beds. Each," excuse me, verse 2, "He entereth into peace, they rest in their beds, each one that walketh in his uprightness." So no one considers that sometimes good people, and for what I known her for, was a good person, taken away for the stuff that's to come. The craziness that's to come. So may you rest, may our sister, memory be blessed. And there are a lot of people that were truly shocked by the events and couldn't believe it. So there you go. So thank you the Most High King for this day, the Shabbat day. I am glad that we are here today. And I am glad that I could be here with my family. I heard something this past week that, I gave some thought to, and I tried to And I try to give some understanding to. I just, just bear with me for a second. And I just want to find the right quote. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to make sure. And I just want to quote it correct. This is Steph Curry's wife, Aysha Curry, and I was listening to this and trying to internalize it and understand exactly what is it that she was trying to convey, because everything is so public and publicized, and sometimes certain feelings don't need to be exposed, especially considering who your husband is. Now, I know that Steph Curry has come out and basically given his wife a pass for what she said, and he understood, and we're strong together, and all that good mess. I get it, the world that we live in today. But there's certain things that everything that you think or every feeling that you have doesn't have to be expressed. That's first and foremost. I'm a true believer in that. Shabbat Shalom, Amatzia and Naya. Shabbat Shalom to my baby girl. So I just want to say that she didn't say anything bad. Okay, so let's examine what she said. Let's examine it. Shabbat Shalom, Avia. Let's examine what she said. And if we are Torah based and we're strictly sticking to Torah, now I get it. You know, when we get into when you get your wife and you get your Aysha, the Torah tells us a man shall leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Am I correct? If I'm correct with that, please give me a 1. So, and it says that, and her desire should be unto her husband, and he should rule over her. Right? That's what it says. Now, I could be wrong, but that's what it says. You know, if I'm incorrect, please let me know. Now, I get insecurities. I get how you feel about certain things. I get how you're, you know, sometimes you feel like you're just going through the same old rigmarole, but when a man is dedicated to a woman and a woman is dedicated to a man, sometimes you make sacrifices as per the family, the Yeladim. You know, sometimes you sacrifice going on vacations and things of this manner in order to build a home or to buy a home or to do whatever it is that you need to do. Sometimes you hit the jackpot and your husband is a 2-time NBA MVP and won 3 championships, and just so happens to be a man that women find attractive. Okay, I get that. But he married you. And he chose you to be his queen. Now, I don't know what Steph Curry does in his personal life. I can't vouch for him. I get that. If she felt unattractive and she felt a certain way, remember, I prefaced this conversation talking about there are certain things that you should not say in public. There's certain things that should not come out of your mouth, even if you're thinking them, because of the consequences or maybe a predicament that you might put some other people in. Right? So this is what we need to look at. We need to stop looking at it from a point of view of men versus women, because there's certain things that men could say also that could go left field. You understand? And towards their women. So this is what I'm saying. There's certain things that should not come out of your mouth because of the position that the person that you're with. And I'm not even going to make this a man and woman thing, because it might come off like I'm a man speaking about a woman and I'm talking down on a woman. I'm not doing that. What I'm trying to say is that you have to guard your tongue with certain things that you say. Sometimes I make mistakes. Like, I came on this platform, I made a statement about an elder that she told me about, right? And I thought of it lightly and repeating it and not really considering how that elder would feel, right? If she would hear it, because I wasn't really thinking about that. In my mind, I felt, oh, I'm not saying anything wrong. But when that elder heard it, she confronted me with it, and she wasn't very happy. And I had to get on this platform and apologize to her publicly, because I made the statement publicly. And I had to learn a lesson from that because of the thing that I said. Now, I didn't do it with any malicious intentions. I said it maybe like lightly, but I wasn't supposed to say it at all. Right? So that taught me that there's certain things that I can't repeat. I didn't do it maliciously, but I did it, and I got checked for that. So now you're the wife of perhaps the greatest 3-point shooter in the NBA. One of the at the end of it, he's going to end up being one of the greatest players in the NBA. You have to guard what you say, because essentially, if y'all are one, right, like the Tanakh say, if you're one, right, then you have to understand that what you say is going to affect him. Now, he might put on the front and say, oh, no, that's my wife. I get it. I understand you, baby, this, that, and the other. But no real man that's a real man wants to hear their wife say that publicly, that she wants attention from other men. Now, I'm going to read the quote. And I always have the utmost respect for his wife, right? So now it says Steph Curry's wife, Aysha Curry, has been criticized for comments about some ladies looking for attention from her husband. Steph took to Instagram to back Aysha, telling her to keep being you. So, he's backing his wife, blah, blah, blah. He has to do that. That's his wife. But let's get to the comments. What did Aysha say that has drawn such criticism? During an interview with Jada Pinkett Smith on her show Red Table Talk, Aysha was asked, what is it like to have women around her husband given his celebrity status, right? So she was asked, how is it, women trying to chase her husband down, being who he is, right? One of the top players in the NBA. Aysha noted that the ladies will always be lurking, hoping for their moment and waiting. Naturally, women, groupies, whatever, they're going to always be around him, temptation to see if he will fall victim to it, right? Understandable concern for a wife, right? I get it. Obviously, the devil is a lie and the ladies will always be lurking, hoping for their moment and waiting. You need to be aware of that. But for me, I honestly hate it. This is what she's saying. I don't like when I feel leveled off with someone. It just irks my nerves. And so we had the conversation about it, and he tries really, really hard to make sure that if we're going somewhere, I'm being introduced. So she doesn't like the fact that when they're out in the streets, that women would just throw themselves at him or flirt with him right in front of her, like some type of disrespectful thing, or women just look past her, right, and address him. Now, naturally, if you're a fan of Steph Curry, you're going to look past everybody else that's around him and look at him and be like, Steph Curry. I get that mentality, but I get her mentality also. So he's making an effort to say, hey, hold on. This is my wife. You know what I'm saying? Aysha does such and such and so forth and so on. He's trying to level it off because he understands her concern. So let's go on with the quote. And he tries really, really hard to make sure that if we're going somewhere, I'm being introduced. I don't like to have to introduce myself, right? So in other words, when females step up, she's like, excuse me, I'm Aysha Curry, I'm his wife. Like that sort of stuff, throwing the block. I'm his wife, please don't disrespect me. I get it. It irks my nerves, so I try and make that known. She continued, adding that there have been a couple of times when I've wanted to punch somebody in the face for sure. Woman that gets super aggressive while she's there or do certain things, disrespectful thing, because some people could be disrespectful. But that's not the worst part of it. This is where I want to get to. Aysha also opened up on her own insecurities about receiving zero. This sounds weird, but like male attention, but like male attention during the interview, Steph's wife received criticism for her comments. I have zero. This sounds square, but like male attention. So then I begin to initialize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me? Aysha noted per San Francisco Gate, I don't want it, but it would be nice to know that someone's looking. So now, this is what I have a problem with. She would like some male attention. Now she's saying she would like some male attention. She's not getting it, but it would be nice to get it. Now, this is the problem that I have with this. Maybe you're not getting the male attention because people respect your husband enough not to disrespect him and be cutting their eyes at you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe people know that hey, man, that's Steph's wife, man. She's off limits. Maybe he's built such a great rapport within his community out in Oakland, and in San Francisco area, in the Bay Area, that people are not looking at you in that manner and say, hey, man, that's Steph's wife and she's off limits. But so this is what I have to say. What more attention do you need but Steph Curry's attention? The Most High tells us, he said, a man should leave his mother and his father, right? And shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one. You get what I'm saying? Why do you want that attention? He gets the attention because he's famous. He's playing a game right now as we're speaking, where millions and millions of people see him, and he's really good. That's why he gets the attention. So this is what I'm saying, There's certain things that you should not, even if you feel this way, and I know we all have feelings, but women have feelings. And what Elder Havared Yisrael says, I say insecurities have no place in a marriage. A confident self goes a long, long way in a marriage. Hallelujah. I get it. A moment of weakness in her part, and I'll give her a pass. But what I'm saying is, you have to know what you're putting out there, because now this is what happens. And we living in a world of adultery and people who have no regard for Torah, right? So now perhaps you were getting the respect of a wife because people viewed you as a great wife, or they view you as a great wife, a great mother, and you are married to one of the most famous people in the United States. But now, because you put this out in the ether, you open up the door to all the people say, oh, Steph's wife is open for this. She wants attention. Now, your husband goes away sometimes for weeks on end, 2-3 weeks, because when they travel. So now, since you open that door, you allow, or you give the opportunity for someone who could come with smooth words, because you put it out there that you want this attention, right? You put it out there, so now someone is in hot pursuit because this is the attention you were looking for, when the attention that you should be receiving, or what you should be looking for, is that oneness with your husband, as Torah tells us. That attention that you're looking for should be from your husband, and that's who should be giving it to you. Now, I don't know what's going on in their relationships. And I don't know exactly how it works, and they're not Torah observance, but I'm looking at it from a Torah eye because it's public, is out there. Oh man, who beautiful right there. Proverbs 21:23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. I'm going to have to use that one. That's beautiful right there. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. Oh man. It says Shomer Pir. Who shall know? Shomer mitzarot nafso. Keepeth or guardeth, right? That shomer is like guardian or keeper, right? Up here, like the businesses in New York City, when you go to certain businesses that's owned by Jewish people, right? When it's owned by Jewish people, you will see on their business in a little corner on the window will say Shomer Shabbat, meaning that they are keepers of the Shabbat, right? Shomer, a guardian or a keeper of your tongue. Shomer Pew. I believe pay his mouth, right? So pew. Who shall know? Keepeth his tongue from trouble. Wow. This is just, but getting back to this. I don't want to come down on the sister too hard. She had a mental lapse as to what to put out there, right? And how she should be carrying herself and what she should be doing. The lesson that we learn from this is we have to watch what we say and how we do it and how we say it. And when we put things out there, because it affects. I was reading from the book of Proverbs chapter 21 verse 23. So we have to be aware of that. Those are the things that we have to be aware of, brothers and sisters. I mean, it happened, and I'm just trying to look at it from the Torah perspective and how we do certain things. Now, men as well as women, we could slip up. We could slip with the tongue. I gave you all a perfect example when I started this out. Hallelujah. The brother said, Richie Hernandez says, I have to thank God. I have to thank the Most High Yah for the wife that He's given me. I just trying to keep us. I try to use current events in order to. I try to use current events and match them with Torah, right? And look at it from a Torah perspective. Sometimes that's what we have to look at things as they're happening publicly and they're happening out there. We have to
match them up with Torah and see how we could do it with, how we could match it with Torah, and how we could and how we could see it in Torah's eye and see how we would judge something like that. You know, all judgments are not the same. Everybody does not look at events the same way. Some people differ. Like the sister came on and said, you know, she had a moment of weakness. I get it. You know what I mean? I understand. We all make mistakes, and I'm not trying to come down on her, but I am trying to, what I am trying to say is that we have to be more careful with the things that we do and we say, right? Because you could open up the door for certain things that now she could be getting all the attention. Now you could have savages out there trying to, if she go out to the store by herself, all in her ear, because now you open that door for that. You know, now you know our people, no matter what you say, we great in the good and we great in the bad. You know, so you open up that door, hey, you don't know what may happen. Mahaveret said, my husband is not bad to look at, and he's very talented. He has women coming at him all the time at work and places. But when I come around, those same women treat me like a rock star. So sometimes you need the elders to let you know, you know. So I know he praised me to them because they say your husband always talking about you. So I'm just saying, you know, be a little bit more careful in the things that you say and think before you speak. And that's the thing, you know, you got people, you had Jada, what's her name? Pinkett? What's her name? Jada, I forgot. Jada Pinkett or whatever her name is. Smith, she's sitting right there. Her mother's sitting there. I don't know who else is sitting there, but her mother's old enough and say, hey, baby, you might want to think about what you're saying before you say it, you know. No one does that anymore. Everything is you just say what you feel and feel liberated and speak how you feel. It's not that, it can't be that way all the time, you know. It can't be. You can't just be liberated in saying what you want to say, because in saying what you want to say, you offend people, and, well, you know, then you have to deal with the consequences. So that's that for that. Now, people, don't forget our Unity Shabbat in 2 more weeks. I hope many of y'all are making the track up here. I hope many of y'all are coming up, that you're coming out. Just by a show once, and I know too many of y'all don't text, so there's about 70-some people in the room, but just by a show of ones, how many of y'all are coming to the Unity Shabbat? I know that everybody's not going to put a 1 because some people are watching it on their TVs. But I want to know by the show of the number 1, how many people are coming out to the Unity Shabbat? All right, 1. Okay. The ones are coming up fierce. The ones are coming up fierce. The ones are coming up. Okay. I know everybody don't be on the computer. Some people be on the TV. Okay. The ones are coming up. Okay, so that's great. I'm happy to know that people are coming out, are going to be here, are going to join us. People are coming from as far as the West Coast, from the Caribbean islands. People are going to be here. People are coming. So it's going to be a blessing. I revamped the prayer book. I'm going to upload it into our stream, right? Added some songs like Where There's Peace, the breakdown of it. All the songs that y'all been asking for, the Kwadoshas, all those songs. Let me see if I could upload it right now and share it with you guys. You know what? I got to make a couple of more modifications on it. But definitely, I think by tomorrow morning, you should have it. I just want to make sure that I modify it. So let me tell you all the songs that I added that everyone's been requesting. So Kwadosh. So when we say, when we do the chant Kwadosh Yah, Kwadosh Yah. So now you can see what we're saying. It's not Kwadosh Yah, but it's Kwadosh Yah, right? The name of the song is Kwadosh Yah. Kwadosh Yah, right? So that means the Lord is holy, right? Yehovah is holy. Kwadosh Yah. But when we singing it, it might sound like we saying Kwadosh Yah, right? Kwadosh Yah, Kwadosh Yah, Kwadosh Yah, Yahuwah. Then we say Hallel Yah, Hallel Yah, Yahuwah. So, Hallel is praise Yahuwah, right? Praise the Lord. So then we say Rakum Yah. Rakum means merciful. Merciful Lord. The Lord is merciful. And then we say Todah Yah. Todah Yah is thanks to the Lord. Or thank Yah. Right? Thank you, Yah. And then we say Yah Eli. It's not it's not that. It's Yah Eli. Yahuwah is my God, right? Yah Eli. Yahuwah is my God. So I want to post that up so that y'all could get it. So then we got where there's peace, there's love. All things come from Yahuwah. Nishtakawe, La Yahuwah. We will bow down to Yahuwah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We know praise Yahuwah. Kwadosh Yah, the same thing as we did in the other song. Kwadosh Yah, and then the second part is Kwadosh La Yahuwah. So it's Yah is holy, holy to Yahuwah, right? So Baruch Hashem, blessed be the name, Shel Yahuwah of Yahuwah. Bemakom Shalom, Yesh Ahava. And a Bemakom Shalom is in a place of peace. Yesh Ahava is there is love. Kol Devarim, all things. Now Devarim could mean things of words, right? Devarim has a double meaning of things and words. It depends on what context you're using it is how you will determine if you're using it as things or words. So, Kol Devarim in this instance is all things mean Yahuwah, come from Yahuwah. All things come from Yahuwah. So, that's the next song. We got blessed be the day of the Shabbat. Blessed be the joy that it brings. Blessed be the God of our fathers who gives us everything. Blessed be the joy in the worship, the things that enlighten our lives. Blessed be the God of our fathers, for he is the Most High, and Yahuwah is his name. All right, so got that up there. We got to remember the Shabbat day to keep it holy. Yahuwah is the King of the universe. Ein Elohei kamoka. There is no God like you, right? That's what that means. Ein Elohei kamoka. There is no God like you, that you being Yahuwah, right? next song is, well, got Yakai, got the lyrics. Now Yakai actually has 3 verses, right? Maybe I'll get to play it at this moment, but we only really sing 1 verse. But Yakai actually has. When Cohen Shay wrote that song and he recorded it with several verses. Let me see if I could get it. This song actually has 3 verses.
I give thanks to Yah, to you, oh Yah. I will give my praise, 'cause I know that my Yah lives. He lives within me, He lives within you. So what you gonna do? All you have to say is Yah. My Yah lives in me. My Yah lives in me. As I am going throughout my day, I take time to pray to you, oh Yah. I will give my praise and I will exalt thy name. Yah lives in you, He lives in me too. So what we gonna do? Everybody sing it. My Yah lives in me. My Yah lives in me. In the evening, before I lay down, I get on my knees and pray to you, oh Yah. I'll sing praises all my days. Without you, our nation can't live. Remember Israel, Yah lives in you. He lives in me too. So what we're gonna do? All you have to say is my Yah lives in me. My Yah lives in me. In the morning, when I wake up, I give thanks to Yah, to you, oh Yah. I will give my praise, 'cause I know that my Yah lives. He lives within me, He lives within you. So what you gonna do? All you have to say is my Yah lives in me. My Yah lives in me.
So as y'all hear it there, the song has 3 verses, but we only sing 1. Hopefully I could get Cohen Shay to sing all 3 verses at some point. If he could get to sing all 3 verses, it'll be nice so that we could get the full song. So the next song is the other song that I put in the prayer book with the songs. Look at Jacob's children. Now let me find it for y'all. so you can hear the version. Alina actually sings it. Sister Alina from VOZ from Cincinnati, Ohio, actually did the recording on this. So it has a Caribbean flavor to it, steel pan flavor. Oh, you've been trying to catch all that I've been saying as far Relic, Yehu, Yisrael ben Levi. Been trying to catch everything that I've been saying. Okay. So I'm gonna have the lyrics up there, and then that way we could everybody could be in the right accord. So here we go. Look at Jacob's children. This is how Look at Jacob's children sounds.
Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Their mind is in a delight, their heart is in a swirl. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Listen.
Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Their mind is in a delight, their heart is in a swirl. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Listen.
Shrimp is in the frying pan, pork is in the pot. How we get so far from God, man, we must forgot. Pray to God Almighty, forget about the sun. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Listen.
Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Their mind is in a delight, their heart is in a swirl. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Missy, now we start a movie, beating up the mind. But it's not reality, scared to lift your hand. Look to God Almighty and get up off your knees. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Their mind is in a delight, their heart is in a swirl. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Missy, pounds is in your pocket, ashes on your head, looking like some creature from the living dead.
Yeah.
Look to God Almighty and praise His holy name. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Their mind is in a delight, their heart is in a swirl. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Listen.
Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Look at Jacob's children all over this world. Their mind is in a delight, their heart is in a swirl. Jacob, you better wake up all over this world.
Listen.
Yeah, I have the version with I have the original version. I don't have it on this phone. I don't know where I have it. I got it on one of these computers. I have that. I have Unity, the original version. But I would have to look for it. I don't know. Let me see if I have it in one of my emails.
Fingers spread, fingers spread. A hand is weak, a hand is weak. How to gain the strength you see, the strength you see. Close that hand, close that hand. Make a fist, make a fist. Send that power to the ring. Arm in arm, hand in hand. That's the only way to stay, Unity will make us free. It's gonna make us free. Under Yah, with unity. A chain that has, we can live. Let the cargo slip and sink. Repair that chain, keep fast. Our strength and chain is made to last. Arm in arm, hand in hand. That's the only way to stay, Unity will make us free. It's gonna make us free. Under Yah, unity. Togetherness will make us strong. Unity shall be our song. Our strength lies in the will to be under Yah with unity. Arm in arm, hand in hand. That's the only way to stay, Unity wise. Unity.
Oh yeah, I mean I have those songs. I just don't have them all on this I don't have them all on this phone. I just got to transfer all my music to one spot. I got so much music that I don't know. So now that last song I played, Unity, I had maybe like, oh, it's been a while. When did I do that album? 2013, 12, something like that. I had a sister by the name of Ruach, Rob Zuridan's Aysha. She did a song, forgot the name of the song, but it was a song with herself, Brother Johannes son, and she brought along a young sister by the name of Imani. So to do the song with her, they did the song. I forget the name of the song at this time. I got to look for it. I think it's May I Be or... But anyways, this young, at that time, she must have been about 14 or 15. But as you could hear in Unity, or if I play like songs like this song right here, I think is one of her best. She remade this. The Shema band used to sing this song, but I think she did a better version of it.
Established it and created it, not in vain, not in vain. Formed it to be inhabited. He is the King, and there is no one else. I have not spoken in secret in a place of a land of darkness. I said not until the seed of Jacob seeking me in vain. I speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. There's one law for the homeborn and the stranger. Love him with all your might. Look unto me and be saved, organs of the earth. For I am Yah, and there is definitely no one else. I have sworn by myself a word of righteousness that's gone from my mouth, a word that shall not return, that unto me every knee shall bow and every tongue shall swear. I have not spoken in secret in a place of a land of darkness. I said not until the seed of Jacob seeking me in vain. I speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. There's one law for the homeborn and the stranger. Love him with all your might. Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified, and shall glory, glory in Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified, and shall glory, glory in Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified, and shall glory, glory in Yahweh shall all the seed of
Yeah, so we so yeah, when we started recording and this young daughter came in, Sister Ruach brought her in. She blew me away because her voice was already developed as a singer. She was already I'm talking about Imani. Her voice was already developed. She could sing. And when you get people like that, you don't get people like that like often, like coming around that could really like put it down like that. So I believe the next project that I want, after she did the song with Sister Ruach, so the next project that I had was, I said, well, I want Imani, I wanted Imani, I wanted Alina and Ruach to sing Baruch Hashem together, like each one of them get a part of it, the English, the Hebrew, however they went about doing it, I wanted them to get it. So, and these are all capable singers, and we all know how Alina puts it down. That VOZ album is great, but she was like, I'm going to just bow out from, she said, she was the first one, like, I'm going to just bow out from this one. And then we tried, and then I just came to the conclusion, like, man, this little 15-year-old right here, she could sing this song by herself, and everybody else just do background singing. Sometimes you just got to understand, like, the people who fit. When you're doing music, you got to know, like, the people who fit in what space, right? And at 15, she did this, but nobody would know if she was 15 unless I told you at that point, because she already had a great singing voice. So this is Baruch Hashem.
Blessed and praised, glorified, exalted, and extolled be the name of the Supreme King of Kings, the Holy One. Blessed be He, for He is the first and He is the last, and there is no God besides Him. Strive up towards Him who guides the world through desolate places by His name, Yah, and exalt before His countenance. His name is exalted far beyond all blessings and praise. Blessed be the name of the Holy King of the universe, Yahuwah Sabaoth. Hallelujah. place in him.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When I heard her, when she started putting this, because Baruch Hashem is a song that we've been doing forever with the drums. So if you are Israelite, you was around Israelites and you was born in, she was born into this way of life. So if you was around Israelites, you've heard Baruch Hashem. So you know that song by just waking up and singing it. But then I told my brother, I asked one of my brothers who's a producer, Brother Don, I said, you know, I want to do it different. I want to put a little swing beat to it. Instead, because we always hear it with the drums. I said, I want to pick up, I want to do it with the, you know, I want to give it that swing. And he was like, bet you. So he played the chords, he played everything, put it together, gave me the track. I sent it to her. I'm like, listen to this, see what you could do with it. She came into the studio. I mean, I'm talking 15 years old. And now the only people that I've worked like this with that got this type of, that could just go into the studio and you don't really have to tell them what to do. Like, just go in. They know what they have to do. They hear themselves. They know when they off. They come back on. And it's not like a 5-hour process. It's like we complete a song in an hour, hour and a half. That's an engineer's dream. Somebody who could come in and you just complete a song in an hour, hour and a half, and it makes it easy on the engineer. All I have to do then is just mix the song down, and that's that. Well, this young lady came in, she heard it, and she rode that beat. She got on it and boom, knocked it out. And we did a few more songs. Now, Naimia, it's hard catching up to her. It's hard catching up to her, but I know that she's growing up now, and sometimes, you know, it's hard catching up to young people. But she really has that talent, and there's only a handful of people that I work with like that just had it like that. And she just had it like that. And some people just got it like that. So hopefully, if not with me, she could work with somebody else. And I know that she has a lot more to offer when she really if she's not done it yet, but if she really, because she's a writer too. What song did she do? She wrote this song. She was young. I mean, this song right here, she wrote. Let me see. Oh, she wrote this song right here. That's my brother Mekko on the drums.
Morning after morning, I wake up and see you all around, and knowing that you watch my every step. I wanna go and take 1,000. I tell them I need more for that cat. I've got the most high on my side. I can't lose, cause in the end I know it's not my fight. The way it turns out, he'll choose. I've been blessed, yes, it's true. My blessing comes in the form of you. No wish I could have made the way I'm not satisfied. kind of hard to keep my pride living in these streets, hearing the laughs and small words as I walk by in my skirts. I fear losing all of my pride and going astray from the Most High. Then I remember who I'm walking for, and as it opens up my eyes, I know I've been blessed. Yes, it's true. My blessing comes in the form of you. No wish I could have made a way I've made to satisfy or complete my life the way you do. It's another morning that I get to wake up and keeping your name on top will be non-stop, 'cause you are the Most High. You take precedence in my life. I love you, I'm not ashamed to tell the world again. I've been blessed, yes, it's true. My blessing comes in the form of you. You know wish I made, prayer I pray to satisfy or complete my life the way you do. I've been blessed, yes, it's true. My blessing comes in the form of you. No wish I could have made a way I've made to satisfy or complete my life the way you do.
She got tired of me asking her to keep redoing the old classics. So she was like, I'll write my own song. She said, I'll write my own song. And she did some other songs too that so yeah, it's hard catching up to Naeem. It's hard catching up to Imani. It's hard catching up. But like I said, she's young and she's grown into a young lady, so sometimes that's kind of it's kind of difficult. But if you're out there listening to me, Imani, you did some great work and praising the Most High God, and you still got a lot more left in you. So however you do it, continue to do it. Continue to praise the Most High and your endeavors. Always give it up to God first, and whatever else you're going to do after that, then it is what it is, but always give it up to the Most High first. So yeah, so that's my history on that, how some of those songs came about. And how we I know we got so much talent in Israel, but it's scattered. It's not like in one. We don't have like who I would like to work with is the what's the name of the temple in Philly? Temple Bethel. Oh man, I would like to record a couple. They got some people over there that could sing. I would like to, they got like a whole congregation of singers. They got a whole choir over there. So I would like to like record with a couple of their people over there, a couple of their songs, because they got some really nice songs out there. They have, I don't think they've ever recorded an album. They need to. They need to record an album. Now there's another album that kind of gets lost. That was a really nice album. I don't hear too much. I got to start playing some of those songs. I forget what congregation it was in Philly. It was, I don't know if it was Beit Hepzibah, but I feel that what was it? The name of the album was First Fruits. Not a lot of nice songs on it. A lot of nice songs on it. First Fruits. I don't know who remembers that album, but I'm a dig it up, and I'm a play some of the songs. There was a sister on it that was singing an a cappella on it. Man, she killed. She she killed that song, man. That was, I forgot who was this, what was the sister's name, but that was a nice album. You could see they took their time with that album right there. It's a couple of, it's a few good albums out there. There's a few good albums out there that were really, really that was, you know, once I started listening to music that came from outside of New York City, then I realized, hey, people really got talent. I was biased to New York, to the New York sound. Then you also have an album, like a classic album like YAH is King from VOZ. That album, every song on that album is a hit. That's like, you know, like back in the days with the Source magazine, you get the whatever, the 5 stars, whatever it was, the 4 stars. That's one of those albums, that YAH is King. Every song on it is a hit. They did a great job with that, Sister Alina and all that crew over there, Elder Sirach and all of them. So yeah, so there's a lot of talent out there. There's some talent out there that hasn't been. The other person that's very talented that I see coming up making music for YAH is Amazia down in North Carolina. It's coming up really good with the music. Young person, talented. If you have talent and you know how to sing or rap or whatever, always give it up to YAH first. I always advise young people, you know, because that's where your strength comes from, you know. So that's like making your offering to the Most High first before you move and you do anything else. Give it up to YAH first so that YAH see that you put him before everything. So once you give it up to YAH first, then, you know, whatever you do that's secular, whatever that's within the realm of Torah, then it's cool. You know, because you've given it up to YAH first. And everything in our lives, we always got to put YAH first. So that's the way I look at it. So if we grow in that manner and we develop in that manner, then we'll be okay. So yeah, so that's it for music history right now, that as far as I know. I definitely gotta get into doing some music again. I always go through these ebbs and flows. I do a bunch of music, then I fall off. I got too much responsibility. It's hard to concentrate on music when you gotta do a million other things. So I gotta get back into it. Yeah, you got to give it up to YAH first. If you don't give it up to YAH first, then you playing games, you know. That's why I always try to tell the young people, you know, I know you want to be a rapper, I know you want to be a singer and whatever, but whatever you do, give your talents to YAH first so that he will bless you. And then from there, you'll grow, you know. He'll bless the works of your hands because you considered him first. So, okay, family, with that, I'm going to retire for the night. I'm hoping that Clarissa Robinson, I don't really understand what you're saying. I mean, we're talking about YAH here, so I don't know exactly what you're hinting at, what you're putting out, what you're trying to say. So whatever that may be, thanking the Most High God for this night. Thanking the Most High God for everyone that joined us. May the Most High God bless you, make you to have a good night of sleep. Hoping to see all of you in the AM with us Join us at 11 a.m. on our D.C.B channel as we will be having our services. May the Most High God bless each and every one of you. Shalom, shalom.